Good morning. Today we're waking up to a California transformed, where the golden hills and sun-baked valleys are about to get a dramatic makeover. California's weather is making headlines, and for good reason. After months of anticipation, the state is finally seeing a major shift in its weather pattern, and everyone from meteorologists to farmers is paying close attention. After weeks of relentless sunshine and mounting worry, the dry spell is officially over. The landscape, once parched and brittle, has been holding its breath, waiting for relief. The Pacific storm door has swung wide open, ending the spring-like lull that left so many wondering if winter would ever truly arrive. Now, a powerful atmospheric river is steering storm after storm straight toward the Golden State. Now, a parade of storms is set to drench the valleys, soak the cities, and blanket the Sierra Nevada mountains in a fresh layer of snow. Rainfall totals are expected to climb rapidly, and the snowpack, so vital for California's water supply, will finally get a much-needed boost. This isn't just a sprinkle. Major impacts are coming, from the crashing waves along the coast to blizzard conditions high in the mountains. Flood watches and winter storm warnings are already in effect, and communities are preparing for everything from power outages to travel delays. Water is everything in California, and this shift couldn't come at a better time. Reservoirs that have been running low are finally starting to refill, and rivers that trickled through the state are surging with new life. The dry winter threatened farms, cities, and raised wildfire concerns. Fields lay fallow, and hillsides scorched by past fires were at risk of another dangerous season. The lack of rain had everyone on edge, from city planners to rural ranchers. Now, millions are bracing for a week of true winter weather. People are dusting off umbrellas, pulling out rain boots, and preparing for the kind of storms that can turn commutes into adventures and city streets into rivers. In this chapter, we'll break down why it was so dry for so long, what's driving this sudden and dramatic change, and what you can expect in your area as the storms roll in. We'll also look at how this rain could help ease drought conditions and what it means for the months ahead. We'll cover travel dangers, especially for mountain routes where snow and ice could make driving treacherous, and the much-needed benefits of this moisture for California's thirsty landscapes and communities. It's weather whiplash. California's winter is back in business, and the state is about to experience a dramatic turnaround that could shape the rest of the season. So, grab your umbrella and winter coat. The feast is about to begin. Whether you're a weather watcher, a commuter, or just someone hoping for greener hills, this is a week you won't want to miss. So, where was winter? In a state famous for its dramatic weather swings, January is usually a time when California braces for rainstorms, snow in the mountains, and the kind of chilly gray days that fill up our reservoirs and blanket the Sierra in white. But this year, something was missing. The air felt different. Crisp, but not cold. The skies stayed stubbornly blue, and the usual rhythm of winter storms simply never arrived. January and early February were unusually warm and dry for California. Instead of the expected parade of storms, the state basked in sunshine. People swapped rain boots for sunglasses, and parks filled with joggers and picnickers, enjoying the unseasonable warmth. It was a winter that felt more like a gentle spring. A stubborn high-pressure ridge acted like an invisible wall, blocking every storm. This atmospheric roadblock parked itself off the coast, steering wet weather away from California, and keeping the skies clear week after week. Meteorologists watched as storm after storm was deflected north, unable to break through the barrier. Instead, rain and snow went north to Oregon, Washington, and Canada. While California stayed dry, the Pacific Northwest was drenched, and mountain ranges to the north piled up snow. It was a tale of two winters, one wet, one parched. This high didn't just keep things dry, it brought in warmer air, making it feel like spring. Flowers bloomed weeks ahead of schedule, and trees budded early. For many, it was a welcome break from winter's chill, but for farmers and water managers, it was a worrying sign. Cities saw only 30–55% of normal rainfall, and the mountains were even worse off. Reservoirs that should have been filling up remained low, and riverbeds ran dry. The lack of rain was more than just an inconvenience. It threatened the state's water supply for the year ahead. Ski resorts reported less than 40% of their usual snowpack. Slopes that should have been bustling with skiers and snowboarders were eerily quiet, with patches of bare ground where snow should have been deep and powdery. Meanwhile, the East Coast enjoyed a banner winter. Snowstorms blanketed cities and ski towns from New England to the Appalachians, drawing winter sports enthusiasts and creating postcard-perfect scenes. The Sierra Nevada's snowpack, California's biggest reservoir, was alarmingly low. These mountains act as the state's natural water bank, storing snow that melts slowly through spring and summer. That snowpack is crucial, slowly releasing water into reservoirs through spring and summer. Without it, rivers shrink, reservoirs drop, and the risk of drought grows with every sunny day. The dry spell had everyone on edge, worried about water for the months ahead. Farmers wondered if their crops would survive. City officials debated water restrictions, and families watched the weather, hoping for a change. After weeks of this pattern, the stage was set for a dramatic change. The atmosphere was primed, and all it would take was a shift in the winds to bring winter roaring back. All eyes turned to the sky, hoping winter would finally return, and bring with it the rain and snow California so desperately needed. What changed? The jet stream, that's what. For weeks, a high-pressure ridge blocked storms, pushing the jet stream north. Now, that ridge has weakened, letting the jet stream dip south and aim storms at California. This new path acts like a conveyor belt, bringing Pacific moisture straight to the state. We're back to a classic winter pattern, with storms lined up to deliver rain and snow. The first sign was a small wave of moisture, a crack in the dry wall. Now, bigger storms are ready to roll in, ending the dry spell. California is shifting from water worries to bracing for a series of much-needed, but potentially hazardous storms. The weather engine is back in high gear. The turnaround started over the weekend, with the first wave of rain hitting far northwestern California. Cities like Eureka and Redding finally saw showers, settling dust and refreshing the air. This modest storm delivered up to 2 inches of rain in some spots, priming the ground for what's next. The highest peaks got a dusting of snow, a welcome sight after weeks of bare mountains. It wasn't a major snowstorm, but it signaled winter's return. Southern California and the Central Valley stayed dry, but their turn is coming. This was just the appetizer. The main event is on the way. Californians are watching the sky with new anticipation. Now let's talk about what's shaping up to be the main event for California's weather. A much bigger, colder, and wetter storm system is barreling toward the state, set to arrive Monday night and continue into Tuesday. This isn't just another rainy day, it's a significant weather maker that's been building strength over the Pacific, gathering moisture and energy as it heads straight for the Golden State. Meteorologists have been tracking this system for days, and it's expected to bring a dramatic shift from the dry, mild conditions we've seen lately. This powerful system will sweep across a wide swath of northern and central California, blanketing the region with steady rain and significant mountain snow. The radar is lighting up with bands of precipitation stretching from the coast to the Sierra, signaling a widespread event that will touch nearly every corner of the region. For many communities, this will be the first major storm in weeks, and it's arriving with a vengeance. Cities like San Francisco, Sacramento, and Fresno are all bracing for their first real soaking in over a month. Streets that have been dry and dusty will soon be slick with rain, and residents will need to dust off their umbrellas and rain boots. For urban areas, the return of steady rainfall means a much-needed break from the parched conditions that have dominated much of the winter so far. With the rain comes a word of caution. Drivers should expect slick roads and slower commutes as the first drops lift months of built-up oil and dust from the pavement. Traffic will likely crawl during the morning and evening rush hours, and visibility could be reduced in heavy downpours. It's a good time to plan ahead, leave extra time for travel, and drive carefully as conditions change rapidly. But the benefits of this storm are enormous. Reservoirs that have been slowly dropping will get a much-needed boost, helping to secure water supplies for the months ahead. For California's vast agricultural regions, the rain is a lifeline, nourishing crops and replenishing soil moisture. And with every drop, the risk of wildfires decreases, giving communities a sense of relief as the landscape turns greener and healthier. The colder air with this system means snow levels will drop significantly, delivering heavy, wet snow to the Sierra Nevada. Ski resorts and mountain towns are preparing for a fresh blanket of powder, while travelers should be ready for chain controls and possible road closures. This snowpack is crucial, acting as California's natural water bank for the spring and summer ahead. This is exactly the kind of stormwater managers and farmers hope for. Valley rain and mountain snow delivered in one powerful punch. It's a rare combination that helps balance the state's water needs, supporting both cities and rural communities. The simultaneous arrival of rain in the lowlands and snow in the high country is a win-win for California's delicate water system. For many, this storm marks a true turning point, signaling the real return of winter to California. The landscape will transform almost overnight, with brown hillsides turning green and rivers and streams flowing once again. It's a dramatic change that brings hope for a healthier, more resilient environment in the months to come. The impacts of this storm will be felt by millions of Californians, from city dwellers navigating wet sidewalks to rural families watching the rain fill their wells and creeks. It's a shared experience that brings communities together, reminding everyone of the power and importance of California's winter storms. After weeks of waiting, California's weather is finally back on track, bringing much-needed water, renewed hope, and a fresh start for the season ahead. The Sierra Nevada is about to get a major snow boost. The incoming storm will drop 1 to 2 feet of snow at high elevations, with even more in some spots. Snow levels will fall, blanketing lower elevations and building a strong snowpack base. Ski resorts, after weeks of bare patches, will finally get the natural snow they need. This is a game-changer for winter tourism and the local economy. More importantly, every foot of snow is vital for California's water future. The transformation will be dramatic, brown slopes turning white overnight. The sights and sounds of winter will return to the high country. This storm won't solve the deficit, but it's a huge step forward. Winter is officially back in the Sierra Nevada. With all this snow comes a serious warning for mountain travelers. Interstate 80 over Donner Pass will be especially hazardous, with heavy snow and icy roads. If you can, avoid mountain travel. Delays and closures are likely. Chain controls will be in effect, and whiteout conditions could develop quickly. Strong winds will make driving even more dangerous, especially for big rigs and RVs. Check road conditions before leaving, and carry an emergency kit if you must travel. It's safer to wait than risk getting stranded. The snow is great news, but it demands respect. Stay off mountain roads until the storm passes and plows clear the way. Let's zoom out. This isn't just about a few rainy days. These storms are a lifeline for California's water supply. The snowpack, acting as a frozen reservoir, was well below average after January's dry spell. Now, heavy Sierra snow is starting to turn things around. Valley rain soaks into the ground and helps refill reservoirs. But snow is the real prize. A deep snowpack melts slowly, providing water through spring and summer. One storm won't erase the deficit, but it's a crucial deposit in California's water bank. Water managers are cautiously optimistic, hoping for more storms to follow. A strong finish to winter could secure water for cities, farms, and the environment. This weather shift will impact nearly 40 million Californians in the months ahead. So, what's next? Is this just a blip, or the start of a wetter trend? Long-range forecasts suggest the storm door will stay open for at least a couple more weeks. More storms are likely, bringing repeated doses of rain and snow. This is exactly what California needs to rebuild its snowpack and refill reservoirs. Some storms may be weaker, some stronger, but the key is consistency. The dry, blocking pattern is gone, winter is back. We'll be tracking each system as it develops. After a month of worry, there's now hope and relief, but also a need for caution. California is finally getting the winter it's been waiting for.